Hey guys, I'm doing I guess a little video to talk about some of the car stuff coming up this year. I know I'm modding my BMW quite a bit from what I have been in the past. Brendan also is modding his Dart as much as he can with the mods that are available for us. It's not as big of a platform, I guess.
Yeah.
I ordered, and I got on, and see all in the previous video, catless downpipes from VRSF. They are substantially louder. I did notice a power increase from them. When the exhaust valve's open, it's extremely loud, but I have the N Performance exhaust on the car, and it has the exhaust valves. And I'm pretty sure any exhaust you put on it will have the exhaust valves, but if it isn't, then the N Performance exhaust makes it nice, because when the car is just idling or you're cruising, you don't really hear the catless downpipes at all unless you actually get on the car, which is nice for that's drawing less attention to yourself.
Yeah, I've noticed following that it's super quiet unless you just hit the throttle, and you obviously go sideways, and then you get that nice sound and a few burbles at the end.
Yeah, the burbles are definitely nice. It gives little backfires. I don't know if the car's going to actually shoot fire this year. I was hoping for it, but unless I put meth in it, I don't think it's going to happen. I also ordered new wheels for it. The M wheels were nice, but from the previous owner, I bought it used with like 10,000 miles on it. They were curved quite a bit, and they're just not wide enough, I guess, anymore for the amount of power it's putting down. So I'm upgrading from a 255, which is the standard on the rear, probably to a 285 or 295. Hopefully to get more traction, because as Brendan said, there's no traction anymore with the car, especially if I floor it in the first few gears. I tried drag racing it last year at a local speedway, and I haven't drag raced much, but I just spun through like 3 gears with it. Once I got traction, it hooked nice, but I didn't get traction at all, and I'm putting more power in, it's not. One thing with the downpipes though, I will have to say, you will get check engine lights, even if you have the JB4 on it. You can have an auto clear, which doesn't get rid of it, and you won't pass inspection. You have to buy an O2 bypass, which you install in the computer. Once the O2 bypass is installed though, it's not meant to stay in there, so you gotta do it probably like a week before inspection, which is kinda gonna be a pain in the ass, but it's what you do to have more power.
Yeah, well, the thing with the whole clearing of the code, the problem is when it clears the code, it clears and resets all your monitors on your car. And why you gotta try to do it at the right timing so the code doesn't come back, but your monitors are cleared for when they do the inspection. Because I believe I can't remember exactly, but I think you can't have more than 2 monitors not reset, just to pass the inspection where they plug the computer in. But yeah.
And yeah, the codes that come up, because we did read the check engine light when it popped, and it's 2 codes for emissions, because there is 2 downpipes on the N54 335 as the twin turbo. So there's 2 downpipes coming off of it. I'm getting new intakes. They came in. I had the ones from the Burger Motorsports, which are great intakes. They were only $100, and they sit right in the engine bay facing each other. I ordered InGen ones, which are, I guess, slightly more of a cold air intake, because it comes with a new, I guess, a routing pipe that'll shoot the cold air from the front bumper directly onto the intakes, and they both sit in the exact same spot. They have different pipes that route them down to the little corner of the car, but there is 2 intakes on the car. So we're gonna probably install those when they come in. We'll get a video up on that, and I'll do a review of those if I notice any difference from the Burger Motorsports dual cone intakes. Also, another thing I deleted on the car was the cabin air filter. It's like a giant plastic box stock on the car, which covers like half the engine bay up. And since I switched to intake, it just didn't look right. And then again, Burger Motorsports made 2 little tiny filters that just sat right over the openings, that you're really eliminating probably 10 pounds of plastic under the engine, because there's just so much plastic and like heat shielding on the engine. The only thing I noticed with that is they're slightly more heat does come up from the back of the hood. If it's hot out, you can notice a little bit of heat coming out from it. Again, I don't think it does anything. It just goes over the cabin air filters. So, Brendan, you want to tell us what you've done to your Dart now?
The Dart, yes. I have a 14 Dart GT. It's got the 2.4 liter straight 4 engine. It's stock. They say it's like 186 horsepower, 173 foot-pounds of torque. Obviously, not getting that to the wheels. It's probably around 140. But it's a good little engine. It's got good gas mileage and stuff like that. Modification-wise, recently I went and bought the Road Race Motorsports lightweight aluminum pulley.
We're testing that right now.
Yeah, we're testing it right now.
We have a second video going up to see if it gave us better gas mileage.
One of the perks of it is it says it'll increase your gas mileage. Really, it's supposed to just decrease the weight of the rotating mass, which allows your engine to spin up faster, your RPMs climb faster, your throttle response is improved, stuff like that. Other things that I've done actually during the time I was changing the pulley is these cars come with this baffling in front of the intake where the filter is, and it's like I call it a tumor. It's just a bunch of chambers and stuff like that go from the front of the car to the actual intake box, and a lot of people say it just chokes the airflow. So I took that out. So the air filter box has a K&N drop-in air filter, and it is basically just sucking air directly from the filter box in the wheel well. Doesn't suck up water or anything like that. It's just for better airflow. There is a kit, an intake kit that eventually, if I keep the car long enough, I'm going to be getting. It's called a HPSI, makes the kit. It's a full silicone intake that goes from the actual front of the car. There's like a little ram air scoop that goes from the front grille, and then it swings up to the inside. It has a K&N enclosed filter on it, and then it goes to the engine. And the charts they've listed, temperature-wise, it's like a 20-degree difference from the stock intake. And also, they have power charts of it increasing the horsepower 8 to 10 horsepower. So we'll see what that does too if I ever end up getting it.
You're gonna get stickier tires too, right? You say
Yeah.
a lot of them.
One of the problems with these cars is the stock tires. They're an economy tire. Dodge puts them on, and they're just junk. Everybody knows it. There was 2 tire brands I was looking at possibly getting. One was the Hankook Ventus, and then the other one was like a BF Goodrich G-Force tire. Both around the same price range. Both reviews are really good on them. Basically, it's just which one do I want to go with. It could be a grippier wheel.
I mean, I personally have never used the Bridgestone ones.
BF Goodrich, yeah.
Oh, the BF Goodrich, yeah. I have had Hankooks before, and I was pleased with them. I've had people tell me that they don't last that long, but
that's any summer tire though.
It's going to be a grippier thing, so it's not going to last nearly as long. It's going to softer rubber.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes. But if you do want grip, they're pretty good bang for your buck.
Yeah.
I said I'd recommend the Hankooks. They're not bad. They're decent type. But yeah, this season we're trying to get some more stuff going on. I know like our area, the Buffalo area, doesn't really have a ton of car stuff that happens.
Oh, you got that 716 Racing Club though.
Yeah, there's always the racing that happens. The car shows are quite frequent compared to other places around the country. It's because we don't have that big season, so we have a much smaller margin to actually get our car shows in. So there are ones that happen every week, but a lot of the times it's just a lot of immature kids doing stuff. And
unfortunately,
if you like, the scene is a lot of that, just sadly around here, because people that do have nice cars don't bring them out all the time. Like I said, my Beamer, I don't daily it, I don't drive it that much, and it's inside for winter, and we do have that winter that we're most of the year, which sucks. Like it's March right now, so it's getting a bit warmer, but I've only taken it out once just to get the mods put on it. So we're gonna try to get maybe some more meets in this year. We can do some videos of the meets and see like what we have around our Buffalo area for the meets. I know I'd like to travel to maybe Car Isle this year and H2O. I don't know if Brendan would be interested in that too. If you get some stuff done to the dart, you can bring that too.
Well, remember, it's getting drop springs put in it soon. 1-inch drop.
You got the EBOC Pro Kit, correct?
Yeah, it's EBOC Pro Kit. Picked that up from Modern Performance for I think like $200. So that'll make the car look really nice, sit really flush, the wheels. Also, another reason I wanted to get those new tires is just basically increase the handling of the car.
So I don't know if you said you wanted to get your wheels black. Were you gonna get different wheels, or were you just gonna powder coat them?
Because money's a factor with everything. The stock wheels I have are the Hyper Blacks, which are, they're not really dark. They're like a grayed out or gunmetal aluminum, and they're nice tires or nice wheels and all that. But I wanted, after they came out with them, Dodge brought out the black top package, and they actually give you a gloss black wheel. And I saw those on the car, and I'm like, oh, those look a lot better than just the regular Hyper Blacks. I don't know why I didn't get that originally, but yeah, the traffic's. There was a choice. I was looking at like Enki VR5s, which are a nice looking wheel for this car. Unfortunately, being money a factor, I might just get either the stock wheels powder coated gloss black or just plastic dip them, because that's the cheapest route.
Plastic, you can change the color whenever you want.
Yeah,
plastic has honestly come a long way.
Yeah,
you can get a gloss, you can get a metallic, everything like that. I remember when plastic was just flat black, that's what people were doing. That's all that was out.
Well, it's still the most common, but yeah, you can get any color these days. Seeing the videos on YouTube and stuff like that, the guys doing it.
Yeah, metallic flakes, and it'll look just like real paint. It'll be glossy, and it's pretty cool. Jesus Christ.
There was a big hole.
That's on a throughway?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good job there, Pennsylvania.
Way to go when we put that drop spring in. It's probably going to kill that. Break everything in the car. Primary goal this summer. Last summer I ended up going to Lancaster Speedway and dragged the car a few times, just basically stock. I had an exhaust, not even an exhaust, I would say. I put in a muffler with the stock pipe, so there's not really performance gains you can see from that because it's all stock, just one muffler.
Well, it's essentially a cat bag, isn't it? Because you did like the resonator.
Well, originally when I went, that resonator part wasn't done yet.
Okay.
It was just the muffler in the back, so it was just loud.
Okay.
And this year, I'm basically, all the mods I've done so far is just to try to beat my last time that I did, which was a 10.9 or 10.62 or something.
Yeah, 10 something in the 8th though.
Yeah, an 8th mile. It's not a fast car, but
it's 2.4. Yeah, it's an 8.24.
It's an economy car, but it's the top tier economy car, and I'm just trying to do everything I can to make it more enjoyable to drive for me. Obviously, getting something different with like a turbo or something like that would be ideal, but money's a factor. So I'll just dump what I have into this until the time comes when I can get something better.
Yeah. You didn't mention the NKs though. I never mentioned the wheels I did get though. I did get the NK PF01 Evos, which I am still waiting for because they're Japan only wheels.
Was it 6 to 8 weeks to get those shipped?
6 to 8 weeks from Japan to even get to the United States apparently. And which I guess is pretty cool because it'll be more exclusive, so they'll have the resale value there.
Yeah.
People will have to wait.
They're beautiful wheels too.
Yeah, they're much lighter weight than what I have on, and I'm hoping that they're made for racing. There's some kind of notch so like the tires don't slip as much. I don't know. I was reading on it.
Yeah.
Whatever kind of technology they put into them. So hopefully the wider tires, I'll be able to throw actually some decent times down. I'd like to go to actually a quarter-mile track. That's actually nice because the track that we go to the 1/8 of the mile isn't very great. It's not really prepped ever. It's pretty dirty track. There's a lot of rubber on it and stuff.
Yeah.
So they need to clean it. They really don't because it's just a lot of not good cars, I guess, go down it.
Yeah.
You've seen what happens at those cruise nights. There's kids with their cars with the bumpers hanging off. They run down the track because it's grudge match racing for, what was it, $5 a run?
Yeah. You basically get all the teenagers in their Honda Civics.
Yeah, and their cars that are broken that are just driving down the track. And kids with their parents' SUVs racing on the track. I don't know. Whatever makes them money, I guess. But we actually go to check out a real track this year.
Yeah.
And actually throw
there
out
is
some
one
decent
local,
things.
I'm pretty sure. Not exactly a couple hours out, but
I think the closest one's like Empire Dragway.
I think that's what I'm thinking of. That's an actual quarter mile.
Yeah.
Maybe. I can't remember.
It is a quarter
exactly.
mile, because I know some people that actually go
One
up
of
there
these
and
days,
race.
though, I would like to go out to Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Watkins Glen actually isn't too far.
It's not.
I think it's like 2 hours.
Yeah, it's
And can't you actually race your cars there?
You can,
Like the track?
if I remember what I read correctly, you can take your car on the track, but it's not. You can't like just go all out. It's like a limited speed or something like that, unless you're like a veteran of the track. I don't know how exactly that works. I guess if you're part of a car club that goes to them, you can go faster, but we really have to get information from the track owners themselves.
Well, I guess I'd have to go to the car club then, because being on a track with like normal cars won't be that great for that BMW. I'll be going slow with all of my high performance stuff on it. Because it's not slow by any means, that car. So we're gonna update, I guess, when we get I'll get the InGen in, and I'll do a little review on it.
Yeah.
Make sure you keep drop springs in. We could probably do a little video reviewing the drop springs.
We even do an install video.
Yeah, so we'll probably do an install video of the InGen. If you like what you see, guys, I guess leave us a like, subscribe. We'll do some more videos if this one gets positive feedback. We can talk about cars, talk about stuff that we do. The cars and video games are our thing, so we'll figure stuff out. And I guess we'll see you guys in the next video.
Take it easy.
Bye.